onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley. And we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the New York Giants. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. SOS.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
At the 24-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Lance now to throw. Being chased out left. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Now Lance. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to take another shot here. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Watch the pass.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah,
and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back.
And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Casey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Herbert. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Go. Switch. And we're going 30.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind, and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
It's our field.
From the gun, it's Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get this. And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. This to the sideline and incomplete. Nearly intercepted, in fact, but he couldn't hang on. 4th down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he'd throw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. It was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays, Terry Bradshaw.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
On 1st down, Lance. Forced out to his left. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're
and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. Now the try here for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Niners 14, Giants 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Niners are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there. And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now a throw from outside the pocket, complete out left. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now a play fake. Lance. They'll get this out to Kamara. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Throwing now is Lance.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Buying time to his left. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Here's Lance. Dancing to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll buy some time right. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers are able to add on to their first-half lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. Throwing after the interception, Lance. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw, it's Lance. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer.
It's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Herbert off of play action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Casey.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
It's 4th down.
They'll go with Jones. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Get him! Get him! Drill 3. And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37. They can't hang with us. And we're going 37's to Mike.
Shotgun now for Lance. Steps away to his left. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
This one caught by Kittle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
They're going to need some therapy after this. And we're going
And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. A flag down. Let's see if this will stand. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
Focus, defense, focus.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there. Second down.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
And we're going 37's the mic.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Now Lance again. He's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one.
The kick is good.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed. Because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They've got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Lance. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 56 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Giants 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1 play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
At the 17-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Yo, Cougar 19. Watch the twist. Come 19. Come 19. Check it.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Giants will take over here at their own 12-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Is third down.
Ready, 33, hello.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37. I'm here all day.
On play action, Lance. Being chased out left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run the counter. It's Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Jake Elliott set to kick.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37. Stop your whining.
Mike, wait.
Here's Lance to throw it. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Niners will take over possession here up at the 44. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Play action. It's Herbert. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll roll him out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now it's Lockett. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he fires one incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Mike 37. Hey, let's get this.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Lance and company going on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Open space inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Elliott on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Buying time to his left. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Dancing to his left. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Working from the gun, Lance. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Daniil Hunter, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike 37. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Lance looking to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 62 yards rushing for him now to this point. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Too little. Go.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Elliott now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing after the interception, Lance. The open man here, Renfro. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And Lance now to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of